to your health. Water, the great creation. October 28th, Thursday, 2021. 6 swallows. Do you think 6 swallows 6 times is 10 ounces? Highest level, perfect representative. 1, pure thought. The embodiment of your perfection. Beautiful, eternal, perfect. 1. The universe, our subconscious, and our conscience. 1. Unlimited intelligence, understanding, wisdom, insight, foresight, knowledge, and experience. Unlimited vigor, vitality, pep, and energy. Unlimited wealth and resources, everything needed and a whole lot more. The abundance is a thrill. Unlimited ability to create. We can create anything we want and show everybody else how they can do the same. Pure thoughts. No negative, second level, trivial, ugly. Happy, cheerful, humorous, full of love for everybody. Calm, confident, enthusiastic. Eat right, sleep right, help animals, be refined, count blessings, count pure thoughts, work up to date, on schedule. 2 hours alone and empty, and all the present blessings continue. The universe born, alive, and healthy. Food, clothing, and a home. Freedom and independence. No catastrophes. Finances, education, TV career, TV business, husband's job. Did you hear that Channel 6 WRGB, CBS News, has been infected, has been attacked, has been what is it? What's the term for it? And they don't know who did it, and they have to run their commercials prime time in sports manually, no computer, and they're not going to do our vegan commercial to help the animals? Have you heard that? Well, I guess so, and it's been going on for a while, and Christine didn't tell me about it, and then last night when I raised the question of I thought everything was quiet. Is there anything wrong? She told me about this, but not much. She wouldn't tell me much. So I'm going to call the library. I'll call the East Greenbush Library, or I'll call the Albany Library and see if they can tell me what they know. Or I'll call Peter Hutchins. I love Peter Hutchins. He's a technician at WRGB. That I like, whom I never met, but I've always liked him since I heard his name because it's so New Englandy. Peter Hutchins. It's so Pilgrim. Okay. Do you know this hymn? Breathe on us, breath of God. Fill us with life anew, that we may love as thou dost love, and do as thou wouldst do. You want to hear it again? Well, you're going to. Breathe on us, breath of God. Fill us with life anew, that we may love as thou dost love, and do as thou dost do. At 93 years old, Glenadora, do you want to be filled with life anew? No. 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 Well, what do you want? I want to do what has to be done here when it has to be done. And then I want to go on to the new assignment. We have a new assignment waiting for us. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make ye free. Where is that in the Bible? Let's call up and ask Wayne where that is in the Bible. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. First of all, do we know what the truth is? Well, we certainly do. We certainly know that the truth is love is God. God is love. Love is everything there is. There isn't anything but love. Love is the only creator. If it was made by God, then it's real. If it was not made by God, it doesn't exist. Love is God, and God is love. Next, God is everything there is. The allness of God. And then comes the wholeness of God. What's the wholeness of God? We are all one. We are all one. As good as the Christian scientists are at understanding what God is, very often, almost daily, almost every program, they miss the fact that they and God are one. They just don't seem to catch on to it. They say, well, God told me this and God told me that. Well, it's not the way it is at all. You and God and Glennie and everybody else with us, we are one. What's the next thing you find out? Let's see, the allness of God, the wholeness of God, the oneness of God. Here it is. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? The goodness of God. God is good. Everything is good, but you have to look at it right. Remember the Bible verse? Conform not to the world, conform not to selfishness, egotism, me first, but transform, be transformed by the renewal of your mind. We're looking at things wrong. We're looking at things very, very, very wrong. Look at things right. See things as they are. Beautiful, magnificent, whole, moving forward. Look at all that God, all of us together, have accomplished in 43 billion years. Look at that. Oh, look at some of it. You can't look at all of it, can you? Your eyes aren't big enough. Our eyes aren't big enough. Okay, that's meditation for today. That's the Bible lesson for today. And that's the hymn for today. When Kathy gets up, when Carol gets up, we'll ask her to prompt us for some more jokes. You liked those jokes yesterday, didn't you? So did I. They were pretty funny. Okay, we'll ask her for 15 or so jokes when she wakes up. I seem to go to sleep before she does and leave her alone, and I don't like to do that. And then she gets up before I get up. Well, no, it's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. Things are the way they should be. Look at them right. What other news? I like it so much that Gina and Carol finished up the trust for the month on Tuesday. They sent the credit card statement, and they marked off everything on the credit card statement that had been paid and made sure that it matched. And then they sent in all the credit card receipts, and then they sent in all of their requests for reimbursement of those receipts. I love that they did that. Everything's out of sync. That makes it hard. So I'm going to call that the end of the month of October, even though the receipts are in September, some of them. I'm going to call that the end of October, okay? And then Franklin sends the money down from heaven on the 3rd of the month. And that's $3,000, isn't it? Just about. Or 6,300 or something. 1,700 and 800. Yeah, $6,300. And we'll put that in the bank. And on the 9th, the trust will shovel out their $1,800. That'll leave us $900. We'll leave $500 into the checking account, the so-called debit card. Don't get it mixed up with the 2 credit cards. And the rest we can put in our pocket, or maybe we will leave that in the bank also. Maybe we'll give away some of it. That's on the 3rd of November. We started our Thanksgiving dinner. Have I told you what we're going to have for Thanksgiving dinner? A vegan pumpkin pie, a non-vegan pumpkin pie, a mincemeat pie, turnip, squash, dressing, petite green peas, did I tell you squash? Cranberry sauce. We're going to try making the gravy from cream of celery soup with a stalk of celery cut up in cubes in it. No bread, all kinds of, I can't believe it's not butter. Cranberry sauce, did I tell you? Whole cranberry sauce, Ocean Spray. That's it, baby. And when I think we'll have our Thanksgiving dinner either the Tuesday before Thanksgiving or 2 Tuesdays before Thanksgiving. Okay. What else is news? Oh, Gina, Carol, Gloria, and Tony. Those are going to be that. Gloria is phenomenal. When I told you she went over to Tony's house last night or the night before and made out the papers for Consumer Direct. Those are the people who send the checks to Gina, and to Tony. And Brenda calls us up every day. That's good. But she didn't come in at all this week. Reason given, husband's illness. I don't want to concede to that. I want to see her husband as he really is. A perfect creation of God. That's Christian Science, I think. But it's for me anyway. And you. And then last night she went there again, finished making out the long form to get paid, Consumer Direct, and she's going to connect with that. And she says that Tony might even start working today. I sort of doubt that can happen, but maybe tomorrow. They get paid $15 an hour by Consumer Direct. And we're allowed 28 hours a month. Is that right? No, a week. We're allowed 28 hours a week. It's paid by Consumer Direct in behalf of Nescentia, an insurance company in Syracuse, in behalf of Medicaid. I want somebody to sit down and explain to me the relationship of Medicaid to Nescentia, the insurance company, to Consumer Direct, and the trust. And these credit cards. I don't understand why I have to have these credit cards. I still don't understand that. And Consumer Direct pays a credit card. Or sometimes they pay my friend. Or sometimes they pay the vendors I buy things from. Sometimes they pay me, sometimes they won't pay me. This whole thing has got to be explained to me. And folks, it should have been explained to me before they gave me all the papers to sign. So here, sign this, sign this, sign this. Here, pay $120 here. Pay this fee. It was never explained to me. I think that's a racket going on here. I think they get people like myself who don't care and don't understand the details and the why and the wherefore, and don't question it. Then they get somebody like myself who really wants to know, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to explain it. Another thing I don't understand is that the trust, which is NYSAC, New York State something or other, the trust is a nonprofit organization, a nonprofit corporation in the state of New York, and yet they don't seem to have an annual statement. Where's the annual statement for the year 2021 or 2019. Where is it? Okay, that's another one for the library. The library is a great help, you know. The public libraries, oh, they're a grand institution. What else is there to tell you? What other news? It rained all day. That's good. You understand it's the 28th of October. There's All Saints' Day is coming, November 1st, and All Saints' Eve is October 31st. You understand that you are thinking that Eastern Standard Time is coming. This is the 27th of October, and Eastern Standard Time is going to be here not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And that's when it's dark at 4 o'clock. And people don't see the glory of that, but the glory of that, folks, is that it's time for you to get caught up on your meditation. You may have been behind when it was all daylight. It's time for you to get caught up on your reading. It's time for you to get caught up on your work. And it's time for you to get caught up on your rest. I see it as a glory. The dark, dark days of November start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And when does it get daylight? 7, 8, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I see it as a time to get caught up. Get up to date. Okay, what else is news? What does Victoria have to? She's coming today because she's going to Western Pennsylvania to her husband's parents. He is a doctor and his wife is interested in physics. And it's near Pittsburgh. Now the 3 days are going to be gone. That is really crowding it. That is not good at all. It's better than nothing. So Victoria has to take this program off of this camcorder and put it in her computer. And her computer puts it on YouTube. And YouTube puts it on by Madeline on Facebook and Twitter. And then Madeline makes drop boxes, and we send those to 16 TV stations by way of Robert Jackson, who lost his internet yesterday morning and was very, very hindered by that. And then Victoria sends a copy of what she's doing on the off of this camera today to Grady Hearn in Connecticut, and Grady Hearn sends it to about 20 TV stations. And Gary Black up in Buffalo sends it to about 10 TV stations. Somehow or other it adds up to 75 TV stations, Boston to San Diego. The Glendora Public Access Television Network. Any more news, or is that enough? The big news is that when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. And others includes animals. You treat them with kindness, sweetness, and goodness, and helpfulness. That's what veganism is. Kindness. Kindness. And when we look at what God is, that love is God, God is love, God is everything there is, God, we are one with God, and God is good. What's the next thing we learn? Veganism. You can't be right with God if you're not vegan. You can't be right with God and be cruel. You can't be right with God and pay a supermarket your money that God gave you. You can't do that and be right with God. And pay that supermarket to pay somebody else, to do the horrible things that they do to our little baby friends. Okay. The jokes will be coming soon.